Hello and welcome back to MMMcast, or Cast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to be doing about 2 hours, probably a little bit less than 2 hours, because let's be honest, that's what we usually do, of D&D 5th edition. Jumping straight into it, who wants to recap what happened to us last time?
I don't want to, but I will.
Jake has been voluntold to do it.
Voluntold.
He's also the rookie, so he has to do what we say.
I'm earning my keep, Captain. So last time we met Captain Everett, and we were introduced to the sentient boat known as Bartleby, and we set sail. Not a whole lot happened really while we were sailing. We narrowly avoided disaster, and by that I mean combat with a dragon turtle. It was called a dragon turtle. Kime's eyes lit up like he had never seen a drop of water before as he got onto the boat, and again when he saw the dragon turtle. There were some heavy conversations had. Rook
Nothing happened with Rook. We don't have to talk about Rook.
Rook began to accept the fact that he has some deep feelings for Gimble. Gimble brushed it off.
Does not realize Rook exists.
Gimble probably was uncomfortable.
What happened?
Dream pushed Rook to grab life by the horns. And we discovered that Captain Everett is Nicolette's father. How's that going to play into this proceeding? We'll find out.
I think the most important part of that realization is that Nicolette didn't mention that it was her father at all, so I feel like there's shame there.
No.
I did glaze over. The Captain Everett has the best filing system for his books that we've ever heard of. You'll have to tune into that episode to find out what it was.
Rook might be unlucky in love, but he is the dual decimal system of emotion.
We additionally learned that Bartleby doesn't take kind to whaling.
Bartleby or Everett doesn't take kind to whaling. Yes. A good recap at the end of the episode. As you're getting closer to the Arrow Pass, a treacherous pass that goes from the country and the city-states on the east side of the Titan's Gates to the Zerkaran Empire, you are in a field of these jutting rocks in the ocean. And as you pass one rock, you see kind of a larger ship, maybe double the size of Bartleby. Seeing a few different people on there, some activity on the board, on the deck, and then you see a form, maybe a 20-foot long blue whale pop its head out. You see harpoons and spears stuck into its side. It's definitely hurt and bleeding. To this, you felt a sudden jostle of Bartleby into the direction of the ship. As you look back to Captain Everett, his joyous and kind of happy-go-lucky expression completely stone-faced, serious and angry. You see this anger fuming off of him. As you get close enough, he gives a signal with his hand, and the ornate ram-like sculpture on the front of Bartleby emits this deep purple energy as it shoots out and hits into the side of the whaling ship. And that's roll for initiative.
Nice. 21.
26.
6.
11. It's a respectable 11.
It is. I also got 11. Not as respectable.
Who wants to go first between you two?
It doesn't matter to me. Do you have a preference?
That doesn't matter to me. I can go first if we need.
Okay.
Time for that.
Hey, Mark,
I will be going first.
Have we long rested since the last time we were in combat? Probably, right?
Yeah, you've rested a few times. I would say you've rested twice since the last time you were in combat.
Because I opened Brooke's character sheet and I was like, why do I only have 40 HP and no hit dice? But anyway, I'm on a 17.
17, got it. And then I think all of your exhaustion should be gone by now, Rook.
It should be. I think the last night was my last night.
Yeah,
so.
okay. All right, so you guys are, let's see. I should probably put you on the board here, huh?
If you want.
As I get everything set on this piece here, Mazrin, you're up. You see this whole scene unfolds, the jerking of the boat. You see the purple ram's head fly forward into the ship. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot one of those guys. Let's just start picking them off here.
Okay.
Let's go for this guy here.
Got it.
Very back. That is a 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
And that's a sneak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't
Yeah,
know.
they don't know where you guys are
Well,
as of yet.
cool. So, am I considered?
So it's not a surprise round.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'll give you a surprise round on this one. Sure.
Yeah, he will.
All right. So how do you do crits again?
Double dice. So roll the dice and double it.
I can do math. 44 damage.
44 points of damage. All right. As you getting used to the ebb and flow of the ocean, you take your shot. You lead this person up and to the left a bit, making way for the wave that's about to crash. As you let loose, it goes straight through the side of this humanoid figure's head, glancing off their head. They go to a knee, taking a lot of damage from that shot, but still up.
Okay. Aye.
All right. Next up is going to be Gimbal.
Okay. A couple things that I want to do. Is the distance accurate? We're like 55 feet away?
Yeah, distance is accurate.
Okay. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to use a new toy then. I am going to cast a wall of water
Okay.
in a line, and I believe 60 feet is the range on that. So
Okay.
I'll center the line here on this side of the boat.
Okay.
So that it runs. I can't show you because I don't want to draw on it, ruin your map. But
I can see
your. I guess
I can see your measurement once you do your measurement. That works. Yeah. So you want that to be the wall of water?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to capsize it.
Okay. So doing it on the side. That's interesting. How far up does it go?
The wall of water goes up 20 feet.
Okay. So you're saying one side of the boat's going up 20 feet.
Yeah.
So as it goes up 20 feet on one side, kind of piercing through the water, you see the figures on top kind of shudder and hold on to whatever rigging they can so they don't fall overboard. As it goes up a bit, and it has enough force to pick the boat up off of the sea for maybe 10 feet or so, and then it falls down. As it gets raised up, you see that the harpoons and the large spears that were punctured into the whale, you see them get ripped from the whale, doing quite a bit of damage. You see kind of chunks of the whale come off, and then the bleeding gets the water around the whale itself gets darker as the blood comes out and more deeply red. Go ahead and roll a percentage die for me.
Okay. 18.
18. You see as the left side of the boat dips down and takes on a lot of water, but it's still afloat as one of the people fall off. And you can see that though it's still afloat, it's definitely listing to one side. So it's until they kind of clear the water out or take the time to make it afloat again, it's probably not going to be as quick as it would be. But yeah, the water is still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you briefly see this as then your vision is obscured by the wall of water.
Okay. I will yell back to the captain, tell me when to release it. I can hold it for a while.
Shout, hold it, hold it.
All right. Next up is going to be some of the people on the boat. So they're going to be shuffling and doing stuff here. Next up on your team is Rook.
I was doing some research before my turn. Okay. I have pretty good athletics. How far do you think I could swim towards the whale? Because the rules say it's kind of your determination.
If you're wearing your plate armor, not far at all. If you take your plate armor off.
Well, I just woke up this morning, so I was kind of assuming
Okay.
I hadn't put it on yet anyway, because I wasn't anticipating combat, if that's cool with you.
Yeah. No, that's not a problem at all. A normal swimming speed under normal conditions is half your movement speed. So you'd be able to get half your movement speed. You can attempt an athletics check to jump off of the boat and then swim. I'd allow that as an action. But yeah, unless you have a distinct movement speed, I would say it's half your, or a distinct swim speed, it's half your movement.
Can anyone haste him? I'm a little busy.
Kime, can we swim closer to the whale?
I certainly can, but what's priority here?
Well, I just mean, can you take me closer to it? Do you have any, big swimming things?
Giant octopus.
And as I forgot to mention, as that wall of water came off, you saw a figure, a larger shark-like figure with something on its back, get jostled out of the water and then dip back into it.
Kime, do you have any large aquatic forms?
I'm sure I would.
Yeah, I mean, being a water genasi, I would say any of the beasts in the compendium that are water based,
Your max CR is 1?
Yes.
I think giant octopus would fall under that. I was trying to think of something that would move fast.
Regardless, I'm going to delay my turn until Kime's turn.
Okay.
If that's okay.
So you'd just be pushing yourself back on the rotation, I'd say.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you're not supposed to technically do that, but
but that's fine.
I can't do anything else otherwise.
I mean,
something.
I can't throw that far. Okay, if you have a turn planned, I'll just jump in the water and swim.
No, but I'm thinking you guys are onto a better plan than I was.
Okay, what are we doing?
Am I next?
You are next, yeah.
Shit.
We love that. For this turn, I'm going to go with the original plan. As the water brings everything up, I'm going to cast Wind Wall and try to push against the water wall and try to tip everything over.
All right, let me research these spells. You said Wind Wall?
Yes. A wall of strong wind rises up from the ground at a point you choose within range, up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and a foot thick.
I don't know if wind wall actually pushes against anything, though.
What are you trying to do, Kaim?
I'm just trying to topple the ship.
Okay. You can try a similar thing to what Gimbal did, but the boat itself is obstructed now, so you can't really see where to place the wind wall.
Okay.
You could place it, I would say, in the same square as the water wall of water, and maybe make it like rough terrain, like a hurricane or torrential or like a tropical storm type thing.
Okay.
But you can't really see the ship at this point because of the wall of water.
Gotcha.
Also, Jake, giant
Yes.
octopus. Giant octopus
No,
is
that's-
CR1.
Okay. Noticing that the ship is obscured, I'm just going to straight dive off the ship into the water. And as I'm diving, I would like to wild shape into a giant octopus. The one from the hollow we named Hank.
Okay, perfect. So you jump off. Giant octopus is this big or bigger?
It is.
It's a
considered
large. Yeah, it's a
Large.
large.
Okay, got it.
And then, Jake, if you ready an action to move as soon as I'm on your back, then on my turn, we can make this happen.
Yeah, it has a swim speed of 60 feet.
Yeah, I would have absolutely noticed Rook not knowing what to do. And
Well, I called out, turn into a swimming thing, but
yeah, you also
Grab him with the tentacle, throw him on your back, and get out of here.
yeah. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna ready and wait for the light tap of something landing on my back.
Okay, I'll say just to keep it a little easier. I'll say as a bonus action, you could scoop him up and land him on your back so that Rook has his full turn.
It's not going to be so much of a scoop as it is just like a suction cup hitting Rook in the chest.
And he's pulled into the water. All right, and then you I think have control of this, or no? Do you not?
I can't control Rook.
Okay. Where are you going?
Kaim would go around towards the whale and start trying to protect it and push everything else away.
Okay. So you said 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you got plenty. So you can come... I mean...
Yeah,
I just need to be within
perfect.
30 feet of the whale for my purposes, but...
We can say that you can go this way here, and Rook is with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, do you want a pro tip?
Yes.
If you right-click on Kaim's token and say move to bottom, then Rook would be on top of Kaim.
Ah, perfect.
Kaim's the first.
No. I mean, so that you can see Rook on top of Kaim. Like that, yeah. I learned that the hard way during all the fairy shenanigans in the one shot.
Shenanigans, he says.
My turn then?
Yep, now Rook's up.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to try my best to reach and cast Sanctuary on the whale.
Okay. And then how far is that spell?
30 feet.
Is it? Okay, yeah, that's enough.
The whale
So as long as it doesn't attack or cast a spell, it keeps being okay.
Okay. You see that the wounds that were inflicted by the pirates, as well as the harpoons and everything else, stop continuously bleeding, but you still see large gashes in the whale's flesh.
Yes, I can't do anything about that at this time.
Okay. Next up is going to be Dream.
Oh, and then as a bonus action, I will rage, just for the defensive benefit.
And I'm assuming you are staying above water, Kaim, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't necessarily need to. I can hold my breath for a long time.
I'm gonna stay above water, and these things are gonna get it.
To be honest, like the underwater breathing rules in D&D 5e are kind of ridiculous.
Because
Leave
what's
down
your
in the
constitution?
comments.
Real?
16, so I have a +3, so I can breathe underwater for 3 minutes, which is 30 turns. So
Yeah. Because it's 1
yeah.
plus your con mod, so 4 minutes. Like, that's crazy.
I can hold my breath for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It explains a lot. Because he
All
can,
right, Dream.
but he shouldn't.
What do you got?
I would like to throw my head back, and a green light will emit from my mouth and hit like right here. Can you see me clicking this? I can't do anything on
Click and hold.
click and hold.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm gonna put Sickening Radiance right there on the deck of that ship.
So you can't actually see the deck of that ship yet, because that wall of water is still blocking it, obscuring it from view.
If you want to hold, I'll drop it on my turn.
My life.
Coulter, it's a free action to drop it, so you can drop it now if you want it.
I will drop it now.
Well, if you
I
need
want to.
it,
I don't need it. It did what I wanted it to do at this point, so I can't really do anything else with it.
Okay. Clear the water. Green light. Sickening Radiance.
Okay.
And I don't think they take the damage until their turn, so it's a little anticlimactic. But
What is it?
they have to make con saving roll throws, or they take 4d10 damage, and they have a 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay. And then
And it's within a 30 radius sphere, which it should be all of those dudes.
everybody on the ship. Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
Did somebody fall? Did somebody fall off the ship, Mark?
Yes.
Oh,
He did.
I hope
That was a
it's
failed check.
Sickening Radiance.
And they don't get to be invisible because they give off a greenish light. But I don't know that matters.
It could.
Yeah, when a creature moves into the spell or starts its turn there. So yeah, at the start of each of their turns, they'll make the save.
A little anticlimactic.
Yeah. So as you open your mouth and this green sickening ray goes out, it kind of goes up, lands on the deck, and then just pulses out with this like nasty green aura as it consumes everything in the 30-foot radius. Next up is going to be these guys here. So he's going to swim up to you, Kym, and this guy is already next to you.
Kym, don't die.
So as this large great white shark comes up, it opens its jowls and goes to take a bite out of the octopus form, getting a natural 20. And that does... $14 points of damage on a natural 20. Woohoo! As it grabs one of your tentacles and takes a large bite out of it. And then the creature that's on its back will also make 2 attacks, which with its trident that is holding in its hand, stabbing towards you. Does 20 hits and a natural 1. So the first one does 7 points of damage as it stabs into you. And then as it goes to pull it back and do it again, you move your tentacle, which makes him release the trident. And then as it falls from your form, it sinks down into the ocean. And then this one on the other side, as he rams into you, is going to make another bite. Does a 14 hit your octopus form?
It does.
Okay. Another 12 points of damage as it comes up and takes another bite out of your other side. And then again, the creature on its back, another 2 hits with its trident, both of which hitting, doing 17 points of damage total, as it rakes you with one of its hits and then stabs into your kind of core or your center as an octopus. Next up is Captain Everett, and he's going to move the Bartleby closer. He can get about here. Actually, a little bit closer than that. And then as he moves the boat or Bartleby into the position, he actually leaves the deck and goes downstairs and kind of disappears for his turn. Next up is going to be these two guys here. One of them is currently swimming, but he had armor on, so got a natural 1. So he's going to drown. So he's gone.
We just drowned somebody.
I mean,
and this
Culture, you do realize people die when you cast Fireball on them, right?
this one here is going to come over to the side or to the back where there's a large crossbow, and he's going to point it at Bartleby and then shoot.
Did he take his Constitution saving
he did
throw?
not. Thank you for reminding me.
Get it.
Con save is...
You get a con save, and you get a con save.
this is a 12 save.
No.
No, all right.
Okay, so 10, 14, plus 9, 23, plus 5, 28. Right? 28 damage and exhaustion.
Holy crap.
28 points of damage and exhaustion. That's awesome.
For us.
As you see him start his turn, ready to fight, as he makes his way across, you see him kind of more sluggish and holding his side as he still gets to there, taking the damage as he's coughing his lungs out from this miasma of kind of yellowish, greenish smoke that surrounds. Still able to aim the harpoon and shoots. Doing a glancing blow to Bartleby on the back, but still doing 20 points of damage or so as it ricochets off into the side, and some of the decking rips off as the large bolt goes past and goes into the sea. I think I missed some of them. That's okay. Next up, first of the round is Mazrin.
Guy who's firing the crossbows.
Okay.
And I'm going to do sharpshooter on this. So that's 24 minus 5, so 19 to hit.
Definitely hits, yeah.
Okay. Let's plus 10 to this.
Pew, pew.
Is this sneak?
No, I wouldn't say it's sneak.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you take your bonus action to sneak on this turn. Or to stealth on this turn.
Right. Okay, cool. So that is 22 damage.
22 damage. Yeah, as you... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just going to say bonus action hide.
Yeah, as you see the imminent danger of the crossbow coming forward and him loading a second one on, as he's going to cock it back, you pull up and shoot him directly in the shoulder, making him jostle the crossbow a bit. Still up, but looking very bad. Next up is... Oh, yeah, and then do your high check.
That is a 22.
22, all right. As you do that, you put your back towards the mast and disappear from view as you see him looking around, trying to find the source of the arrow that hit him. Next up is Gimbal.
Is the crossbow launcher at least partially made of wood?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to launch a firebolt at the actual weapon itself.
Firebolt, okay.
Yeah. So that is a 23 to hit.
Yep, easy enough to hit.
Okay.
You can definitely hit it on the base where it's connected to the ship.
So any flammable object that is not being worn or carried catches fire, and then that did 14 damage to the crossbow thing, and the crossbow thing is on fire.
You said 14 damage to it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, as you hit it on the base, you can feel the concussive force as it smashes into this long stalk of wood that connects it to the ship and then bursts into flames. Most of the base of the crossbow is made out of wood. The crossbow itself is wood combination with kind of steel, rolled steel. But it's definitely on fire now. And then it's slowly spreading through the ship itself. Next up is all of these guys here. So one of them is going to come over and oh, good call. Fails. So go ahead and do the check again, or do the damage again.
28 again.
28.
And he's exhausted.
And he is not looking good. Same thing. He gets up with full of piss and vinegar, just ready to kind of get into this battle. But then, as he takes his first step, he breathes in this miasma and he starts coughing. And you see his movements a lot slower as he takes a bucket and some of the water that's still on the side of the ship, picks it up and pushes it on the or throws it on the fire, extinguishing most of it. That's going to be his action. From here, this other one's going to come up, and without anything else to do, he's actually going to throw. Yep. Good call.
And before he does anything,
love
he's
it.
going to save.
Is going to be a 16.
That meets it.
Meets it? Okay. So this one, he kind of sees what's going on and he brings his shirt over his mouth and it doesn't really affect him much as he goes to the side of the ship, and he takes out kind of an ornate axe and he throws it at maybe nobody, since Dash is now hidden. He throws it at Gimbal as he's the first person he sees.
Why you hide,
That's going to be a 25 to hit. As the axe
shield.
goes.
Oh shoot, that doesn't do it. Never mind.
As the axe goes forward and sticks into your shoulder, into the robe on your shoulder, doing. I'm rolling shit tonight. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And with a flick of his wrist, you see the axe itself disappear and reappear in his hand as he goes back and throws it again at you.
My ward's going to take the first one.
Okay. And the next one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. As he throws the second one, you dodge out of the way and it goes wide off into the distance. And before it hits the water, it disappears and reappears in its hand. Next up is going to be Kime.
Well, screw whoever made that for this guy.
As the giant octopus, I'm going to use the tentacles and attack the lower creature, the creature towards what I'm assuming is south.
Yeah.
And then...
Hey, Jake, if you can get that rider off of that shark, I have a really fun plan.
Okay. I'm going to attack with tentacles, so I have to do a little reading. Okay. Does a 19 hit?
19 hit. Are you hitting the rider or the shark?
I would like to hit the shark because then I'm going to do... Let me roll the damage. I'll explain in a second. Rook, don't get...
So the rider does take... Yeah, it does hit the... it does hit the shark.
Okay. So I'm going to hit the shark. I'm going to do going to do 10 damage to the shark.
Okay.
And now it is grappled.
It is grappled. Got it. No
The
save or
target
anything?
is restrained. No, you can make an escape check, or you can. Yeah, this is worded weird.
So
Target creature's grappled. Escape until the grapple ends. The target is restrained. Okay. Cool. So that's the end of his turn, right?
Yes, unless I can shake it around and try to get the rider off.
I would say not this turn, as you bring down one of your large tentacles, slamming it into the back of the shark. And then once you slam it in, the remaining of the tentacles just wrap around the backside of the shark. As this turn, it is grappled and restrained. Next up is Rook.
Okay. First things first, because I realize now Sanctuary is a bonus action spell. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Kime.
Okay.
So I have it active on the whale and Kime.
Can you have both active?
Yeah, it's not a concentration. It's duration 1 minute.
Handy.
And then I am going to, and I don't know exactly what you want me to roll for this, but what I want to do is I want to knock the rider off of the other shark and attempt to take control of that shark.
Okay. So this is going to be a crazy series of rolls. To get off of Kime onto the shark, I need you to make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're in the water.
And then equals out to just normal because of my
just a regular roll. Yep. So do that first, and then we'll go to the next step.
Heart of the cards. Whoever has inspiration, get it ready.
Why would I use it on your crazy plan?
Okay, fine. So that was only a 7, but I add 11, so it was an 18.
Oh my God! Yep. As it's harder to get your footing on this moving creature, you're able to make a lunge and get onto the shark. You grab onto it kind of with one of your arms, and since it's still not being able to move, you pull yourself up to it. So you're on the shark with this creature.
I'm trying to do the north shark because the other one is restrained. That's
okay. Never mind.
Things.
Okay. No, it doesn't change anything. Your thing, yeah, good enough. From there, you can definitely do one of your attacks as a shove. The DC is going to be higher because he's like strapped into the shark, essentially.
Yeah, I got you.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to do it recklessly so I get advantage. All right, that's a 14 plus 9, whatever that is.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. So one of your attacks, you shove this creature off as it hisses at you, but unable to keep its balance. It's now in the water, independent of the shark. You are on top of the shark. To control the shark, you need to do an animal handling roll.
I got you.
I would say with disadvantage, because it's
It's a shark, and you've never seen a shark before.
I've spent most of my life riding animals. It can't be that difficult, right?
No, riding the shark, easy.
Oh my God, nat 20, but then a 15, so 16?
16? You can't really get it to do what you want to do. You're trying to use you're putting your hands in its gills and trying to direct it or trying to do anything to it, but it's not really.
What if I blow my channel divinity on Emissary of Peace, which gives me a +5 to persuasion?
I would say no, not for persuasion.
Come on, little fishy.
So you are currently. We'll bring this little guy back as the guy that was on top of him. So you are currently on the shark with this guy off of the shark. Anything else that you're doing?
I technically
That's
have a
all
free
right.
attack. Can I swing at the guy who I... It's okay if I can't, but it's just the only thing I could technically do.
At this point, no. Yeah, so after that amazing series of events, where it's going to bring us to Dream.
Okay, so did I miss one of those guys on the ship turns? Because we only did 3 con saves.
Did we? I think the middle guy didn't go, so I'll do for him now.
Just want to make sure. Get
The
that.
guy that threw the axe.
He got hit by it.
Did he?
I think this.
Or no, he's saved.
This guy didn't do it, and I forgot to do his turn. No, his turn's coming up next after Everett, so that's why.
He looks
Okay.
like a captain.
But wouldn't all of them have gone before my turn comes around again? I only say because I'm going to drop Sickening Radiance.
No.
I just don't want to lose anybody.
One of them is not the same kind, so he hasn't gone yet. So the 3 that have gone have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so while I'm concentrating on this spell, I can't do another spell, right?
If it's a concentration spell, no. But if it's not a concentration spell, you can.
I can do Eldritch Blast. Okay,
Yep.
so all right, so I'm going to send 2 Eldritch Blast beams, one at the guy that threw the axe, and then I guess the guy at the tail, the very tail.
Okay.
Okay, so 15 plus 8, that's 23 for the axe guy. Ooh.
Definitely hits.
And then 13 for the other guy? Probably not.
13 does not hit him, no.
Do I want to use my inspiration on this? No, I do not. Okay, so I hit the first guy then. 14 damage.
14 points of damage. As you summon your ball of sand and throw it at him. As he retrieves his axe back, you see him get hit full in the chest with your spell, toppling him over a bit, and he's holding the side of the rail, taking a lot of damage at this point. Are you doing anything else?
I'm holding on to Sickening Radiance, I guess,
Yep.
and that's it.
Next up is going to be the sharks. So we'll go this one first because it's easier. He's going to stay where he is, but he is going to attempt an attack on you, Kai.
Okay, he's going to roll with disadvantage, right?
No, he has to make a wisdom save before he can hit you.
Oh.
I'm showing attack rolls against the creature have
This
advantage,
is-
and the creature.
This is because of Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Different thing I'm looking at then.
10 as a whiz save or
He
a con
fails.
save. Okay,
He fails.
got it. So then the thing on its back is going to try and attack you, Kai.
Also a wisdom save.
That's a natural 20 for the whiz save.
That will make it, yeah.
I mean, no.
First attack is going to do, or is going to be a 16 to hit.
The octopus, that hits.
Okay. $11 points of damage for the first one.
That reduces me past 0 as the octopus.
Okay, so after that first one, you shrink back into your Kaimish form.
Mhm.
Which is okay because you're aquatic. You're an aquatic creature, so it's
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Unless you get a nat one, and then you might drown.
Are we doing
He's
that?
amphibious.
Are we doing that? Any damage below 0 goes into Kaim, or does it hit to 0 and then flip?
Any
Goes into
damage
Kaim.
below 0 goes into Kaim. Yeah.
Okay.
And then second attack on you is going to be a past 20, so that hits as well. Uh, 12 points of damage as he jams the trident into your octopus form, dropping you below, and you shrink down to your Kaim form. As he sees this a little confused, he sees your body pop up, and he stabs you again with his trident.
All right.
All right, now we have the shark that Rio is attached to.
That second attack, did you make a wisdom save first?
I just did now, and he succeeded.
Okay. Because he still has sanctuary, even though he's just a normal guy.
The shark that you're attached to is confused because it sees its rider next to it and then doesn't know what's on its back. So it attempts to swim straight down. He swims his full movement speed of 40 feet straight down. So we'll start your drowning turns now. I got the guy next.
I got 39 left.
What are rules for the bends in D&D?
Not important, Coulter.
This dislodged rider is going to ride over to you, Kym, and then make another 2 attacks on you. Making its wisdom save. 18. Does that make it? I'm assuming, Rio.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I forgot who we were talking to.
First attack is above 20, so that hits, doing 10 points of damage to you, Kym. And then its second trident attack, first wisdom save, got it. And then the attack is a 2. So second one, it kind of still stabs in the direction of your form, but you swim out of the way at that point.
That guy had multiple tridents.
Kym should have.
That's true.
Again.
He's no. This is the one. This is the other one.
I'm sure.
This is the north side one. Yeah, the south side one will say he's scratched instead of tridented. After that mess of around, we have Captain Everett. You see him come up from below deck with a large crossbow. He mounts it on the front of Bartleby and reels it back, and then takes aim and shoots directly at the mast of the other ship. And just barely missing it. As you see this crossbow bolt with a large rope attached to it goes straight through, right by the mast of the ship, and lands in the ocean across as he cuts off the rope and loads another one up. After Everett is going to be the captain, so he's going to make his save.
Is he on the deck? Oh, that's I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's making a save for you. And that is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a dirty 20, so he makes that. And he is not going to have...
Can I do that on a D20? Can I use my inspiration for him to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Suck it, Captain.
He rolled an 18.
Oh, frack. All right.
Does that still make it? And he
Good hustle, though. Good hustle.
He doesn't have much to do other than he's going to jump on the large crossbow in the front of the boat, aim it at the whale, and shoot again.
Wisdom save.
They're still going for the whale? What in the hell?
Wisdom save. He misses his wisdom save, so he will try and do that, and he will not be able to. For whatever godly reason. He's suddenly panged with a sense of guilt over the suffering of the creature. He feels the pain that the creature has been inflicted upon, so he stops in its tracks. Next up is going to be the one on the back crossbow. He's going to make his save again, not making it. So is that consistent? Like each round they make a save?
Whenever they start their turn in the light.
So yeah, he misses it if you want to roll damage.
13, 16, plus 7, 23. And I don't know if I think the exhaustion stacks too.
Wow, that's a powerful spell.
The creature must succeed on a con saving throw or take the damage, and it suffers 1 level of exhaustion. So I guess every time.
Yeah, no, sickening radiance is game breaking.
Well, in that case, how do you want to kill him?
He just like rots from within and crumbles in on himself like old cake. Ugh.
or like a decomposing body, maybe.
As he goes to load the bolt into the crossbow, he gets it situated. It takes him a little bit. As he goes to pull back the actual string that's attached to it, you see that his arm starts decomposing, and the hand that's attached to the arm comes off as it flies off with the tension of the rope, as he slowly decomposes into a pile of mess. Next
turned
up,
into ash by the fire.
Mazrid.
And everyone else is demoralized.
Okay. Wait. So is one of these guys gone?
This guy here is no more.
Okay.
Maybe help Kime? Maybe? I feel bad for putting Kime in danger.
I mean, I don't know about the physics of shooting arrows through water. Because isn't he underwater?
I mean, it'll be disadvantage in a higher AC, but you could definitely hit. You just have to like figure out what the refraction is at this point.
Well, imagine it's that smart.
Just attack the boat. It's fine. Don't worry about Kime. I'm sure he's fine.
Let's just we're gonna ask the captain. Why not? Because he's actually doing some damage.
Okay.
So I'm still hidden because that was a 20 something for stealth, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do the sharpshooter. So that's 20 to hit.
20 definitely hits. Yeah.
Okay. That'd be 25.
25 points of damage.
Yep.
As he's racked on his side, you see him kind of pawing at this phantom pain from Ilmater's blessing. He goes down to one knee, and it's easier for you to line up a shot, and you shoot him in the same side that he's clutching, doing a significant amount of damage to him. Do you want to do anything else?
Bonus action, try to hide too.
Go for it.
That is a. I can't do math today.
Yes, you can. Believe in yourself.
26.
26. Yep, you are hidden.
Yeah.
Next up is Gimbal.
Come on, Gimbal.
It's time for an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to
where's the
back into
fireball?
my pack, pull out a bird, smack it on the back, and let it go, casting Dragon's Breath to do cold damage on Philip. And I'm going to have him do a flyby of these three, which I think he can hit all three of them if he sets it like there, because it's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, okay.
So dex save from all of them, please.
Natural 1, natural 3, natural 3.
So that's going to be 14 cold damage to each of them.
14 cold damage.
Does Philip have any movement left?
Can I actually...
Oh, wait, he doesn't get affected by the sickening radiance, does he?
Yeah, he does.
It's only if he starts his turn there, or...
It's if he enters for the first time or starts his turn there.
Oh, if he does it from high enough, is he okay? Or is he kind of fucked? Excuse me.
I mean,
I think he's kind of fucked. Because it's a 30-foot radius, and his is only a 15-foot cube. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. So I guess I'll get a con save for Philip.
Yeah.
Just do well.
It's only 16 you have to get.
It's a 2.
Oh.
Okay. So as you cast it on him, he enters into the miasma. So you see him reel back to cast his spell as he opens his mouth, and nothing comes out. as he falls from his flight into the water.
Didn't she? I thought she placed it here so that she could catch all of them in the 30. So it's more in like the center of the boat. Was I wrong?
It was at the back because I didn't want to get Kaiman.
Get us. All right, it was worth a shot. Sorry, Philip.
It's okay. He just poofed. He's fine. He's fine.
I'm going to see if I can take some cover.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Yeah, you can go like halfway down the stairs to underdeck and take some cover. Next up is are these three guys here?
Fire.
So Gimbal, you said you're going to go down deck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so since they can't see Dash, Dream, all three are going to first make their checks.
Sorry.
Missing. The middle one makes it, and the top one makes it, but this guy does not. So go and roll damage for him.
Roll high.
25. Yeah.
25 points of damage.
And one more point of exhaustion.
So he's at second point of exhaustion.
If they fail 6 times, they die.
They just outright die. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, then he's going to make his attack on you with his axe, missing the first one. Second one, getting a better idea of the ebb and flow of the water. He throws it at you, and it does hit this time, doing 9 points of damage. And then with a flick of his wrist, it comes back to him.
This is for me, right?
This is for you, Dream.
I'm going to project my ward onto her, so that will be no damage.
Okay. So as it comes closer to you, maybe 6 inches from your chest, you see this ward pop up from the center of your chest, bouncing it off and away from you. The next person is going to...
wink from the stairwell.
I love when I get winked at.
He's going to jump on this large crossbow and see if he can take another pot shot at the boat. And he misses.
It's on fire still.
At this point, it's out since one of his turns was used to put it out. And this last one is going to pull out a crossbow and take another shot. 2 shots at you, Dream. The first one is not enough to hit. 11 to hit. Probably doesn't hit you, right?
No.
And the second one is a 21 to hit. So that definitely does. So he does 12 points of damage with his second crossbow as he shoots it past the ward being spent and hits you in the shoulder. Next up is going to be Kaim.
So I have a main plan. I don't know if our almighty DM is going to let it happen. But I think Kaim, after getting stabbed a few times by these riders riding the shark, is going to look at the shark and go, huh, and then wild shape into a shark, the shark that we're using.
What's the CR of the giant shark?
Are they giant sharks? That's much higher. I thought we were using hunter sharks.
Hunter sharks are CR2. Can you transform into CR2?
I can't find my challenge rating
Just
for sure.
CR1.
Okay.
Yeah, so you won't be able to do that.
Okay. Well, do I just do the druid thing and go back into a giant octopus?
I mean,
I
would.
mean, it's going to give you 52 more HP.
It's better than a healing spell.
I can't withstand 4 more attacks. I'm going to wild shape into a giant octopus.
All right, so you transform back into your giant octopus form.
Kaim looks down, notices that he doesn't have any more tentacles, and goes, and then...
That won't do.
The noises are the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
I believe that takes a whole action. So yes, unless I can start to swim down and pull Rook up.
You still have your movement, so you can swim down. You will take 2 attacks of opportunity. You have 60 feet of movement, so you can catch up to the shark.
I'm going to invoke attacks of opportunity.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to get control of it. Don't worry about me. I got it. I got this.
I know the other two.
Khan fully believes that Rook, even though underwater, is going to try to milk the shark. So he's not going to go after Rook.
Sharks can't be milked. They don't have teats.
Can you milk me, Greg?
So that's
How
my
long
turn.
Does Sanctuary last? A whole minute?
A whole minute.
Got it. So the first one passes and has a natural 1, so it doesn't hit anything. Second one, natural 20 passes and is able to hit you.
Who's the in this?
That's you, Kym. Attacks of opportunity. So that is going to be 15 points of damage as the northern creature still has his trident, makes a swipe at you with his trident, and actually takes purchase.
He decided not to come after me, though, Mark.
Oh, you're not coming after him?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
I wasn't going to, but thank you.
No, we'll rewind that. Take that damage off.
Okay.
Next up is Rook.
All right. I want to get control of this shark.
Okay.
Is that a bonus action? Action?
It would be an action and do a animal handling with disadvantage.
Okay.
But do it recklessly for advantage.
What is your...
I can't do that.
What's your animal handling skill? 1. There is no possible way you can get in control of this beast.
Oh.
Even with a dirty 20 or a 21?
No.
It's a shark. Stay angry.
And he killed its rider, or at least knocked its rider off.
For real.
I think Rio froze.
I think he did too, yeah.
And
He's so shocked.
It's like, I can't.
And that's why I thought it would be too stupid.
You're crazy, frozen
really
Rio.
bad.
Oh.
Do you want to pause the recording until...
Sure.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, Rio, what do you do on your turn?
I guess die? I don't know. My plan was to get control of the shark.
Yeah.
Start poking.
At this point, with the situation that's going on, there's no way for you to roll enough to get the shark. It's telepathically communicating with the creature, so there's not really a way for you to take control of that. The DC was set to 27, and there's no way for you to get a 27.
Can he try to climb up the side of the ship?
So he's 60 feet down, so he can get off of the shark and start swimming up.
But it would take me like 3 turns to get back.
Yeah, but like you're not in any risk of drowning.
No.
Yeah.
Start stabbing it.
As I roll.
Is it what? I mean, give me this at least. Does it have a crap ton of HP?
Does the shark have a crap ton of HP?
Yeah.
It has a decent amount.
So like it would be pointless to try and sleep it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'll just start swimming.
Okay. Actually, how much? Let me look up the sleep spell.
5d8.
Yeah, it wouldn't be enough unless you do damage to it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just start swimming. I'll just use my whole turn.
Okay. And then what's your movement speed?
40.
40. So yeah, I mean, if you take your full action, you'll be able to get close to the top, so you're like 20 feet away from the surface.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Next up is Dream.
Okay, so I'm gonna just send a couple more Eldritch Blasts, one again at that axe guy, and then one at the guy at the very rear. 8 + 8, 16 for Axeman. And
16.
22 for other.
16 hits Axeman, and 22 definitely hits other dude.
D10s. Okay. So 7 + 5, 12 for Axeman, and 6 for the other guy. Pew pew.
And 6 for the other guy?
Hasn't been 10 minutes yet, has it?
No, not even close.
So I'm still holding Sickening Radiance.
Okay. As you bring up both hands, shooting one at one and one at the other one in the back, you see it hit their form, and they kind of stumble backwards, but they're still up. The one at the very end of the ship is looking really bad. Axe Throwing Man is looking okay, but still has some damage to him. Next up is going to be the sharks. So this shark that's next to Kime is going to make a wisdom saving throw. And he is not going to make it, so he's not going to do anything, but the guy on his back is going to make another one. The first one doesn't make it. Second one does. That's good. Does a 22 hits you, Kime, so he's going to do...
Huh?
Sorry, did I say 16? I meant 26. Either way, it hits you, because I rolled a natural 16. I think that's what I meant. It does 13 points of damage to your octopus form as he rakes you with his claws. On the other side, the other gentleman's going to attack you as well. Making his save, and then rolling a natural 2, so he misses with his trident. And the shark is going to swim up towards Rio and make a bite attack on him. With a dirty 20. Doing 12 points of damage as he swims up and takes a bite out of your side, Rio. And then next up is going to be the captain, who's going to load another bolt, cock it back, and see if he can hit the mast again. And he misses it just barely again as it whizzes right next to it. From there...
Did he make a con save?
Who?
I feel so obnoxious. Oh, you're talking about Everett.
Everett. Yeah, Everett's going to do that. And then the one in the very back of the boat is going to make a con save and not make it. So doesn't matter what damage you roll. How do you kill this one?
Same thing.
Okay.
On himself.
This one isn't even able to put a bolt onto the crossbow itself. He just keels over on top of it and kind of withers away into a pile, banishing him to the deep. Next up is top of the round, Mazrin.
Okay, Mr. Axe Throw Man.
Okay.
Sharpshooter. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Shaka, brah.
Shaka, brah.
$56 damage.
56 points of damage? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. So let's do this. Since it was a natural 20 and this guy already was almost dead, you shoot through him. So you aim up, shoot straight through the chest. As he gets the axe back, you see his eyes go just dark. And as he gets the life stolen from him, arrow goes straight through him into the one in the back, and the one in the back takes half that damage. Which,
oh my word!
Which he is looking very rough.
Oh yeah. And then I'll bonus action hide.
Okay, go and do that.
Another 20, so 30 for stealth.
Oh no.
The
Yep.
boat
So
sinks.
you are hidden.
And as is the boat.
As is
Yeah,
the
for
boat.
real.
Oh, what
No
happened
one
there,
can
bud?
see the boat.
There should be the one guy left, right?
Yeah, it's not letting me take him off for whatever reason. Yeah, we'll just say it's the one guy here. There we go. That's better. So you have the one guy left there, and then Gimbal, you're up.
Nothing that I want to do is going along with me tonight. So I am going to try. Can I get a wisdom save from the captain?
That is a 7.
Does not make it. Okay, so I'm tolling the dead, the captain. And that's for 6 damage.
6 points of damage. As he's clutching his side.
I don't do well at sea. Gimbal's feeling seasick.
You hear him kind of get shook by this disembodied bell noise that he's hearing. Next up is going to be the last and final crew member. He's going to make his save, but he's not going to make a save. So again, doesn't matter what you roll on this one, but go ahead and roll it and see how much damage you inflict on him.
So Dream took out like the entire crew.
Yep, pretty much.
Dude, for real.
That was 29, my highest damage.
29. As the arrow from Mazrin hits him straight in the chest, he goes to take it out, but doesn't have the strength to pull the arrow out. As he kind of goes to his knees and on his back, still trying to release the arrow from his chest as he slowly just decomposes into a pile of mess. The bones of his arm still connected to the arrow that was in what was his chest.
Quite the poem there.
He is dead. Next up is Kaim.
I'm gonna tentacle smack the one that I've been dealing with that is beneath, south,
Okay.
I'm assuming. Let me get back to my stat block. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm going to tentacle attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Tentacle.
Does an 8 hit?
8 does not hit.
I don't know how 8 tentacles miss a giant shark, but somehow it does.
You're frazzled.
Slippery.
It's okay.
I'm frazzled. I'm bleeding. I'm also just kind of impressed that I turned into a giant shark.
Yep. Giant octopus.
Giant octopus, yes.
Next up is Rook, but I don't know if we have him.
No, I'm here.
muted.
I'm
Okay,
here.
perfect.
Um,
So you are 20 feet from the surface. You just got attacked by one of the hunter sharks. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get to the whale.
Okay. So yeah, with your movement speed, you're able to get towards the back of the whale.
Okay, can I climb on top of it or no?
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics.
Uh,
Poor whale.
moved all my dice out of the way because I was like in the bowels of my computer, and now I have. So, here we go. 27.
27. Yeah, you're able to get on top of the whale. As it's
Okay.
still surfaced, kind of shallowly breathing the air.
Have I used my action yet?
We can say it was a bonus action for you to get on top.
Because I would like to lay my hands upon this whale
Okay.
and heal it for 15.
15 points of damage. You see two of the bigger chunks of flesh missing, the kind of gaping wounds stitch themselves up and heal. And you feel this labored breath of this giant whale get a little bit easier. Oxygen is coming a little bit easier to the whale.
And then can I do like a spot check to see if anything's still connecting this thing to the boat?
Yeah, easy enough to see. You see one smaller line still connecting the tail to the boat. All the other ones got wrenched out with Gimble's spell.
Okay. That's all my actions. So
okay. Next up is Dream.
Oh. All right, let's go ahead and do, let's see. So can I guess Eldritch Blast the last guy on the ship and then the guy that's riding the shark that's on the south side. Because he's still mounted, right?
Yeah, it would be disadvantage for the shark guy since he's partially underwater.
Sure.
But you can definitely do that, yeah.
Okay, so first the guy on the ship, it's going to be 19 plus 8, so 26.
Yeah, definitely hits.
And then disadvantage for the guy, that's, oh, damn it. It's going to be 10. Probably not going to work.
Yeah, missing the guy.
Okay, so 7 plus 5, 12 damage to the ship guy.
All right, as you shoot forward your Eldritch Blast, hitting him in the back of the head, he's still single-mindedly concentrated on this this one crossbow and attacking the whale. And then you send your second one underwater, trying to match the refraction to see if you can actually get it to hit the other creature, but it misses. It goes wide to the left. Next up is the shark. So he makes his save, and he's going to do a bite attack towards you, Kym. Does a 15 hit your octopus form?
It does.
Okay. And he does 14 points of damage as he rips into one of the tentacles.
Got it.
It's actually on him. And then the creature on the back makes his wisdom, and he's going to do another 2 attacks on you. The first one hits with a 19, doing 11 points of damage to your octopus. And the second one is a natural 1. So he is going to swipe at you and miss, and he's going to lose his balance and actually come free of the shark. So you see him coming free of the shark here. And then the one that's kind of on top of you towards your north is going to also make his save and hit you with an 18, doing 16 points of damage, as this one still has his trident, as he does one swing straight down, and the second swing as he pulls it up, taking away flesh. He does another swipe at you, but your octopus form is too quick, and you dodge under the actual strike itself. Next up is Captain Everett, who's going to try the same tactic. He's going to load another crossbow bolt, and this time he's actually going to aim it at the captain.
As that's happening, Kym goes back to just Kym.
Okay. Do you have any damage coming over?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll say that he gets a 12, which is not enough. So he goes to shoot the captain himself and then goes wide over it. He can't really get his bearing with aiming on this one. As Kym goes back to his regular form. Damn it. Perfect. Everything's fine. We're perfect.
You're perfect, Mark.
Thank you. Next up is the main captain on the other ship. He's going to fail his save again. So how much damage does he take?
She takes up the entire crew.
That damn spell.
18, 21. Yeah, 21.
Oh.
Has it been 6 saves yet? Oh, wait, he has to fail all of them, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
he is at exhaustion 2 right now, and he is looking on death's door. As he's going to try shooting the whale again. And
What?
getting a natural 1, he is going to load the crossbow, aim down the side of the crossbow, get jostled by a cough from your spell, and he's actually going to puncture one of the sharks here.
Poor shark, but it's an evil shark.
That's going to be enough to actually kill the shark. So it actually punctures straight through the shark. As it goes limp and flies down, you see the rope from loose go taut as the shark slowly goes down the depths of the ocean. Next up is going to be top of the round, Mazrin.
Let's go after this guy, the captain on the ship.
Okay.
Ooh. 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay. Um, 18 damage.
18 damage. As you strike him right between the eyes, he stumbles back into the pile of rope that was attached to the shark. And as it slowly descends, he gets tangled in the rope and pulled overboard, sunken beneath the waves as his corpse goes over.
Bye.
And thus ended Ahab.
Next up is Gimbal.
Dream, drop the spell.
Drop.
Okay, I'm going to cast Fly on myself. And then I am going to move over to the other ship. I'm going to try to get right up here and see if there's anything I can throw Kym in the water to give him a hand. If there's like a, like a
life preserver
donuts,
or something. You know that as a water genasi, he is very proficient with swimming, so he doesn't.
Just to make it easier to come up the ship, because
Okay.
I'm trying to help him get out of the water.
Yeah. I'll say you're able to find a longer rope that you throw to him. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Next up is Rook. Oh, Kym. Sorry, Kym's next.
I would like to cast Polymorph on the last shark.
Okay.
Little guppy.
Mm-hmm. Must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
Right now. So it just sinks down.
That's not a bad idea.
On the last shark, Wisdom save, he has a 14.
Does not save.
Okay.
I'm going to turn that shark into a nice squirrel that lived outside of Kym's hut as he grew up.
All right. You turn him into Weasel the squirrel, as you see his large, majestic shark body shrink down. Still has kind of a large jaw as a squirrel. You see him try to flap his arms to swim, but he cannot. And he starts to slowly sink down with anger and malice in his face. This tiny little cute squirrel trying to doggy paddle up. But
Squeak, squeakers, squeak, squeakers.
Time becomes very conflicted because Takaim, he didn't just kill the shark that was attacking him. He now sentenced a little squirrel to death.
Yep, you're also sentencing Weasel, one of your best friends, to a horrible drowning. Next up from there is going to be Rook, unless you want to move anywhere, Kaim.
I'm going to start. Well, I'm going to duck underwater, and I'm going to basically try to go to the opposite side of the ship.
Okay, you will take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, you're still engaged in combat with those 2.
That's right. No, I'm just going to kind of go underwater as to, I don't know, get on a different vertical level. I'm not going to dive down 30 feet. Will it?
Okay. If you go past 5 feet of their area, of their like spherical area, they're still going to be able to get an attack of opportunity.
Spherical area. Tonight, Jake realized he's never done vertical stuff like that.
3-dimensional combat.
No. Kaim's just going to stay very conflicted about killing a weasel.
Okay. I think Rio's trying to say something.
Oh, I think you're muted, bud.
I think you're muted, yeah.
Jake, don't you have Thunderwave?
Not anymore after Polymorph.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. You could push them away from you and then swim away.
And Thunderwave's only a first level if you have any first levels left.
Oh, it is. Okay. Probably next round, I'm guessing, because I
mean, you already used the spell this round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want on the ship, if you do that, I can levitate you onto the ship, or of course you can also just use a rope.
So next up is Rook.
Okay, I would like to remove that last line from the whale.
Okay. You pull it out. The whale gives a shriek of pain as it gets pulled out, but it is no longer attached to the ship.
I would also like to cure wounds, that wound that I just caused.
Okay, go ahead.
It's my last spell slot, and I'm spending it on a whale.
That's what we all want.
It's only at 7, so.
I mean, yeah. Good thing we don't have any injured party members, right?
Well, I can't reach anybody, really. Because, like, underwater combat for somebody who punches things is, like, useless.
Not
so
good.
this whole combat has not been great for me. I would be like, without thinking about it, I turn to the whale and like, be free!
After that is Dream.
All right, so I'm going to cast Command on those 2 riders. So they need to make wisdom saving throws.
You can only do it on one, right?
On higher levels, I can do it as long as
you can do both?
30 feet of each other.
Sure. Yeah.
She's a warlock.
Spells are higher levels. Wow.
Wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, so the one to the south is a 19, and the one to the north is a 7.
Yeah. Flee.
Thanks, Merfolk.
Okay. And it starts at the beginning of his next turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot out the magic. You feel it take hold on one of them, and the other one shrugs it off. Next up is going to be the actual people and the polymorph shark. So the one you told to flee is going to, you see kind of this hatred and snarl in his face turn into absolute fear as it's looking around, and it's going to dive straight down into the ocean. Kaim, you can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Absolutely going to.
Okay.
Well, he can probably breathe under there, so it's not so weird if he dove down.
Yeah. As an attack of opportunity, can I cast Thunder Wave at first level?
Unless you have the magic, unless you have the
War Mage
for it, you can't. War Mage, there it is.
And then
War
even
Mage.
then, it has to be a cantrip. So
yeah.
Okay. In that case, I just think I'm just gonna stab at it as it flees.
Punch him. Yeah.
I'm gonna stab at it with the spear.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits, yeah.
Sweet.
And spear is one of the only types of weapons that actually does full damage underwater.
That beats the one I just rolled.
Ooh. 1 point of damage to him. You get him on the foot as he goes down. You lacerated his foot pretty good.
Hey, you better run.
The other one, witnessing the scene and seeing that he is the only one left, is also going to. So I would like you to make another. Oh, you already used your action. Never mind. So it
I'd
will.
just like to
also-
point out that he is leaving a threatened square of the blue whale.
The baby blue whale cannot attack it, unfortunately.
He's so big. Just casually flick his tail.
As they both sink down into the depths of the abyss. Unless anyone wants to follow, we are now out of combat.
Yeah.
Would it be worth it to try to hit him?
As the blue whale continues to swim further and further away from the boat, I'm like, Gimbal! Gimbal! No one's
What do you want me to do?
You were going to levitate Kaim.
Oh, sure. I guess that makes sense. I will cast Levitate on him and bring him out of the water.
So as the whale starts to descend into the water up to Rook's chest, you cast Levitate and bring him out of the water.
And then I'm just going to slowly move him over to the ship and set him down.
Time is going to just start laying in the water, like floating on his back, and just debating everything that just happened.
Oh, I'm still over. I landed on that ship.
Oh, you're right.
He wants
That means-
for booty.
Ask the captain to have Bartleby take us over.
Okay.
Rook is
Yeah,
also
Gimbal
on
and
that
Rook are
ship
both
still.
over there.
Yeah.
As whoever is on Bartleby, as the combat ends, you see the captain turn back to you all with just the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, so you guys can fight. That was a good one. And he goes over and pats Dream on the shoulder. That magic stuff you did was pretty amazing there, girl.
Ridiculous. I go over and give Dream a high five. That was fantastic.
I can't even figure out how to hold my hand. I'm like,
You like give it like back of the hand.
So then I try to go in for like a chest bump, but then I'm like, no, but that was good.
Make a high five check.
Natural one.
Slap the captain.
Fall overboard.
Don't joke.
why were they trying to hurt that whale?
Oh, these damn pirates are out here along the sea. This is a pretty treacherous place for any policing body to roam around, so they have free reign. Usually the whales can hold their own, but looks like that one was a baby, so it didn't know much of defending of itself yet. The blubber and the fat of the whale is used for a lot of different magical elixirs, so it goes pretty high on the black market.
I can't believe after we started attacking them, they still kept trying to kill the whale.
Yeah, well, they might have been contracted by someone a little bit meaner than us, so yeah, we had them in our clutches, so there was no way for them to leave. So I'm just glad we're able to get them down without much of a fight. Thanks to you, and he looks to you, Dream.
I kind of like, I walk away.
And then, yeah, you're able to go up alongside the pirate ship, still listing to the left a bit, but not actively sinking. What are you guys doing?
I'm just going to climb out
like
onto
to go
the
under
pirate
deck.
ship.
Yeah, I want to search the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Go and make investigation. Whoever's searching the ship.
Is there anything flammable on the deck, Mark?
21.
Other than the exposed wood, which is like treated to be a little flame retardant, not much. There are a few barrels that are on the ship itself, but nothing that can go up into immediate flame. No.
Like no oil or anything?
No.
27.
27.
11.
Okay. 11. Got it.
21.
21. Everyone who got over 20. So you investigate the. I'll pull it open here.
Oh, cool. Handy dandy.
So you investigate the lower part of the ship, and you see mostly storage area. You see the internal of the ship is a pretty significantly large hole that you get the sense is used to once the whale has been captured and dealt with, pieces of it are taken into the front of the ship and kind of directly into this holding area. So most of the ship is meant for storing of that. You see a few other rooms, nothing really major. You find 5 gold amongst all of the different living spaces for just the crew hands. You are able to see in the very back of the ship a larger area, which is the captain's hold. In there, you see different papers. You see a desk at the very end, tallying a few things, and then you find next to his bed, underneath the bed, is a small chest. It is locked, so I'll need a lock-picking check to get it open.
I'll bring it to Dash. You may want to check it for traps. I mean, folks like this that are so unscrupulous, I'm not quite sure they would let it go lightly.
How do I check for traps?
Do an investigation. Yeah.
$22.
There's no trap on the chest itself. There is a mechanism that will destroy the lock to make it impossible to open if you try to fiddle with it without a key. So you get the feeling that you probably have the skill to get around it and open it up with your lockpicking. But the easiest way is probably just to find the key to the box.
Or to smash it open.
Is the captain's body
smash it open?
Is the remnants of the captain's body still on the deck?
Overboard.
He went into the deep.
Yep.
I'll check all the
I'm
Our
Sure.
whale friend will bring us the body. Well,
Can we see if there's a key in any of the drawers of the desk or anything?
Sure. With your 21, or you had the 27 investigation, right? You had something crazy.
Because I
You're
rolled a
not
19
able to.
and I have a +8.
Yeah, you're not able to find the key. You get the distinct feeling that it was on his body.
What am I adding for thieves tools? It's proficiency plus.
It's double proficiency, right? Is that
Double
how these
proficiency.
tools work?
Okay.
well,
I thought it was Dex plus
What?
proficiency.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it'd be
it? Okay.
double if I used expertise on it, but I didn't take expertise on thieves. Tools.
Okay, got it.
So Dex plus
Proficiency.
proficiency. That is a 23.
23. Yeah, it takes you maybe, we'll say 10 minutes of pretty intense work as you're trying to, using your dexterity, you're trying to finesse your way around this locking mechanism and making it so it appears like a key is in the slot. After the 10 minutes, you're able to get it and you hear a click and you're able to open up the actual thing itself. You see a few personal letters in there, a change of clothes, and then 2 small pouches containing 200 gold each.
I give everything to Gimbal.
Nice. Okay, that is good. That is very, very good. I'll take the whole chest with us back onto the other ship.
Okay, with like his personal effects and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it seems like a good prize for Captain Everett.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, asking if we can keep most of or some of the gold, but he can have like all of the personal effects and whatnot to see what he captured.
Okay. From there, you investigated most of the bottom of the ship. I don't know if you guys want to investigate the bodies at all.
Yeah,
or what's left of the bodies.
That haven't like disintegrated.
Yeah.
On the ship with you guys, Kime is, and Kime is bleeding.
Kime is hurt pretty heavily, it appears.
Well, why did you just float in the water?
I said that as you guys were transferring over, I was climbing up onto the ship.
I don't mean to be that guy, but aren't you the healer?
Yeah, just wanted to see how much his friends cared about him. I guess I'll cast Home of the Summer Court on myself.
Would you?
I don't have any healing left, bud.
Well, you and I both have potions, Rook.
I'm he's limping across and like, my wounds.
If I had seen that, I probably would have tossed him a potion. But I also didn't see how much damage he took underneath the water.
Valid. Kime's gonna walk up,
and I have one potion of healing that was a gift from Gimbal, so I'm not going to give it to Kime.
What are you doing, Kime? What are you doing?
Just as I'm joining the group, going to cast Balm of the Summer Court on myself.
Okay.
And
guys, I'm real hurt real bad. Oh, okay. Well, that's your job.
Like one eye open.
Sucks for you.
Who's going to help me?
I was under deck when all of this was going on.
I mean, like, it's not like I ask you to punch things for me.
That was loud. Okay.
I did ask you to magic things for me, so I won't say anything.
Hey, Mark, while they're doing all of this, can I be investigating the best possible place to put a hole in the ship?
Yeah. You can go, as it's listing to the left, you can go below deck, and if you make multiple punctures through the hole on this side, you feel like it's going to go down pretty easily.
Okay, then I lean against that wall waiting for everyone to be done.
Okay. Did you hear yourself, Kime?
I am right now.
Okay. You see as he kind of goes along deck and seeing which one of his friends go to heal him first. As he gets no immediate response, he kind of concentrates, and you see this same kind of translucent forest green energy emanate from his hand as he puts it towards his body, and all of his wounds, all of the stab marks from the tridents slowly begin to heal themselves.
I would just like to point out, Jake, I was just out of healing. I don't have any left. Like, it wasn't that I was not doing it. I just have no lay on hands and no cure wounds left. So
I understand. Kime is just in a bad mood because he feels really bad.
I was trying to save the baby. Okay, that's what I focused on.
He'll realize that in a little bit. But he just killed a weasel, and Well, he watched
Squirrel.
it drown.
Squirrel named Weasel.
Squirrel named Weasel.
You will
Watched
find
it
that
drown.
you will find that Rook has very little compassion for squirrels.
Forgot about that. Doesn't like squirrels.
Whoever is investigating the bodies, go ahead and roll your checks.
Ooh, 10.
You're going through the 3 of the bodies that are currently still on board, through this mess of bone and just ichor that is replacing the actual body themselves. You don't find anything of note except for the axe thrower. You find the axe next to the pile, which was his body.
Oh, that's a
Is anybody? Can anybody use this? I don't know if it's something that I
Sorry,
should.
say what it is again. My brain just...
A returning axe.
Oh, I mean, sure. Why not? Or we can sell it.
Either.
Unfortunately, I did take an oath to not wield any weapons, so I could use it, but
I'll take it. I mean, it could be handy. Who knows?
principle of the thing.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay, I'll hand it over to Dash with kind of a pointed look.
Okay.
Pointed look about what?
I'm trusting you with this. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys still have beef. I forgot.
I think this is a step in the right direction
hold on.
for us.
I would like
I'm
to
just
point
saying
out
I trust
that-
you with it.
Mazrin is a vegetarian.
You have 2 points of exhaustion.
I will take that.
Okay, it's a +1 battle axe with just being able to return to you after you throw it.
Don't think I can wield that. Cool. Awesome.
You can
Hold
sell
on
it.
to it. Somebody can. Yeah.
I mean, the captain might like it.
Sorry, a plus what battle axe?
Oh yeah.
+1.
+1 returning. Got it.
Yeah, and from there, you're not able to find anything else of particular note on board. As you're investigating below, you do see a few of the barrels in the main hole full of what it looks like parts from previous kills.
So there's blubber in there?
There's blubber in there. There's maybe 3 of the barrels full.
I hate to break it to you, but blubber is very flammable.
Extremely explosive.
Set that up.
So then there is flammable stuff.
Just inside, not on the deck.
I mean, that's easily fixable.
So I start taking those up, all the flammable barrels up to the top of the deck and setting them up in a little pyramid.
Okay.
Do I get to shoot the pyramid with a flaming arrow?
Oh, I was going to have Gimbal do it, but I guess.
Oh, no, that works too. Mine can go out, his can't.
Okay. Shall we return to the Bartleby? Share with the captain?
Oh, no, we need to get rid of this vessel of suffering immediately.
Yes. Well, I mean, I think we should tell him.
Agreed.
Okay. You guys head back onto the Bartleby after setting up this pyramid of explosion. He is currently kind of going back and forth. You see him go down deck with the large crossbow and put it away as he's kind of cleaning up and repairing the side that was shot by one of the crossbows.
Captain Everett, this is the chest of the opposing captain.
Oh, anything good?
Hand it to him. There was some gold and personal effects.
Kind of looks through it. He picks up some clothes. Don't need it. Throws it overboard. Picks up some letters, kind of fans through them, throws them overboard. Picks up a
I thought he threw the whole chest with the gold in it overboard. I was like,
picks up 2 books, kind of nice leather-bound books. He kind of thinks for a second. No, these are tainted. It throws them overboard. And then comes to the actual gold, and he kind of weighs both of them, looks through. You say 50-50 split? Is that fair?
I would say so.
Okay. He kind of like plops it into your hand, and then he has one of them that he stores in one of his pockets.
Rook does some math on his fingers, like looking at like 5 on one hand and then 1 on the other, but doesn't say anything.
And then he
Hey, free boat ride.
and he throws the rest of the chest overboard too.
Kai leans into Mazarin and he's like, "Are those rocks that Gimbal spent a lot of earlier?"
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a very, very common form of payment.
Gotcha. Are we still very below?
I look to see if Rook is listening, and if he
I would like to make a perception check.
Yeah.
When I roll to see if he's listening.
It would be Kaim having to roll if he's trying to be secretive.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll I would say performance if you're trying to kind of whisper and not have anyone else hear.
I got a 16.
Ooh. Come on, Kaim.
I got an 8.
Okay, you definitely hear.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like good now, right?
I mean, we're better, but what the amount that we spent with that guy, it's not. I mean, Gimbal's the one that's gonna know better than me, but I think we got a while to go.
Okay. But we're getting more rock pieces. That's good.
Yeah, rock pieces are always good.
Captain, Rook set up an explosion on the deck of the other ship. If you would like to do the honors, given the relationship here.
Please, you all did most of the grunt work. Maybe we'll get Bartleby quite a bit away from it, and then watch it go boom.
Sounds good. Shall we?
As we move the boat away, Rook kind of like gives a prayer to Ilmater to, Okay. I don't know. I don't know what a prayer to Ilmater does, but I want this thing of suffering gone.
As you guys back away quite a distance, who wants to make the shot?
I could firebolt it.
Okay.
It would be more impressive if we fireballed it, but
how long do we have till we get to the? How long do we have till we get to the waterfall, though?
About another day travel.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll get it back. Fire. Yeah, I will. I'll fireball.
I can also use one in my ring if you'd prefer.
I mean, you did kill the entire crew, so please do the honors.
Okay.
As you go, Gimbal, to cast your spell, Captain Everett puts his hand on your shoulder. Perhaps we let the young miss do it, since she did do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Agreed.
I mean, I saved the whale, but okay.
It's my spell either way.
Do you have fireball, Rook?
No.
Okay. Reem, as you raise your hand with the ring on it, you send your jolt of magic through as the tiny speck of red emanates from the ring itself onto the main part of the ship. And for a good 15 seconds, there's quiet. And then you hear first this loud crack as you see the boat itself go up into a huge ember. As the first blast goes off, then it hits the barrel, and you hear 3 more smaller blasts as the entire ship is demolished from the top, and you see the lower deck slowly sink down into the water.
And fat burns for like ever.
I will turn to turn to Dream and do like a hand clasp. And as I do, I will put a fireball back into the ring.
Aw. Thank you.
From there, you realign yourself with your journey and go full steam ahead towards Arrow Pass. Nothing of note happens for half the day. As you guys kind of sit down, relax, lament on the battle. Kaim, you feel conflicted as the enjoyment of battle was intoxicating when you were in your beast form, but now as you're back to reality and you consider your actions of killing another living thing and kind of condemning one to kind of the rest of its life of suffering until it meets its end, you're kind of sullen and sunken into your seat.
So I feel bad, super bad for Kaim, but technically Polymorph, as soon as it reached 0 HP, it would have turned back into a shark and swum away.
True. Yeah. But he's still racked with guilt of seeing this friend of his from long ago gasp for air underwater and not be able to get it.
How are you acting upon feeling this way?
Kaim is, as we're sailing, I was assuming Kaim was at the front of the ship, just kind of trying to take any enjoyment from the ocean that he can, and just pondering, racking his brain with the viciousness of mortality and everything like that, kind of off, probably by himself.
If he allows it, I'll kind of walk up to him and put a hand as high as I can reach towards his shoulder. It gets easier.
I don't know that I would want it to get easier.
It's not always a choice.
But at what point does it not become a choice anymore? At what point am I more valuable than another? And I kind of like sink down into myself.
Just leave the hand there.
Dream, are you doing anything?
I'm creepily watching the two of them, probably.
Okay.
From like not super far away, but far enough away to where it's awkward.
Thank you for the specification.
Brooke, Mazrin, you seeing kind of this unfold, this like super bright-eyed, naive person that you first met, seemingly taking a hard blow emotionally from something that you are all now jaded to, battles that you've had many, many times.
Whoa. I'm not jaded. I still enjoy it.
Most of you regular folk are jaded too. Are you guys doing anything?
I mean, I'm a nobleman's son. Like, it was either like file papers or kill people. Those were my options in life. I would approach Mazrin and be like, oh, yeah, rough stuff.
I mean, killing's not always easy.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. Yeah, that's always difficult. You're first, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So, I heard you and Kaim talking earlier.
Uh-huh.
About,
I like surreptitiously like get ready to like kind of disengage.
I clap a hand on your shoulder, and I was just wondering, like, how many shiny rocks did you guys spend at that magic shop? I'm just curious because Gimbal said it was a token amount.
I mean, as you know, I don't have access to the party's funds myself because...
Azrin, I'm going to remind you that we are trying to build trust here as well.
And I will remind you that I need Gimbal to trust. Gimbal's the one that threatened to kill me, not you.
You're right. So, all right. Okay. I'll let
But
you off the hook.
if I'm being 100% honest, I honestly do not know what the amount was. I do know that we probably spent more than Gimbal lets on, but I don't have an exact amount that I can tell you.
I get it. When people start talking numbers, I tune out too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
Captain.
And that Mazrin just kind of like dips out and like walks to the other side of the boat.
After a moment of what I'm assuming is just going to be silence with Gimbals and up as high as you can get it, I'm going to turn to Gimbal and just, I think...
If they make out, I'm going to kill Kime, just so everyone knows.
Comforting a friend isn't romantic.
Yeah. What do you do, Kai?
I'm just going to look at Gimbal and say, the balance is off. And I think it's my turn to fix it. And I'm going to start walking away to meet it back up with everybody.
We saved a baby whale. How is the balance? Okay.
Messing with the forces of nature, changing a giant shark to a squirrel and then having it sink down to die, killing all these the riders that were connected to the sharks.
Technically, both riders lived.
Anyway,
true.
so as you rejoin the party, Mazrin and Rook having this discussion about shiny rocks. Everyone kind of goes for their own devices, whatever you're planning to do in the ship. Captain Everett kind of sits back on the main part of the ship with a book, stretched out in his normal pose as you guys take it, leisurely waiting as Bartleby kind of navigates you through towards Arrow Pass. Whoever's looking towards the sea, go and make a perception check for me.
I stayed at the edge where we were, so do that too.
Oh, it was a 15 and they went to a 5.
10.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Oh, if it's a percent, yeah, I don't know.
7? Okay. So anyone who got 10 and above, you see kind of in the distance coming towards you, large figures underneath the waves. As they come closer, you see one on its side poke its head out, and you see kind of a large eye of a giant blue whale. And as you're looking at it, you kind of look to your party to tell them what you've seen. As you look back, the whale is gone. Kind of looking around, seeing where the hell it went. You look behind you, and there is a larger humanoid form standing right behind you. Similar pale skin to a water genasi, but just a little off. You see her neck going up to the bottom of her jaw. You see these creases going down, straight down, maybe 7 to 10 of them, as she stands next to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Who was that? Was that Kime?
Kime, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, who's getting like accosted by a weird sea lady?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties there halfway through. If you like it, please hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the little bell notifications bell. Yeah, smash that subscribe button. And yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube, please tune into the next one where it's going to hopefully be up about a week or so after this one. And thank you so much for tuning in. We were FMMcast, and we will come up with the tagline.
Eventually.